reflection, how it stand, another draw, another poor performance.
Yeah, it's 3 in a row. Out of the League Cup, out of the league. Today was pedestrian. I think probably, we dominated play in so many ways, but we had no clinical finish.
I counted 2 shots on target.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe 3.
Yeah, I mean, they had the best opportunity. But De Gea's save was absolutely outstanding. I've only seen it once, but the foot that he put out to put the ball over the bar, absolutely brilliant. But I think probably overall, despite dominating play, because Southampton are poor, they just lost 5-2 to Tottenham. They're being battered by everyone. This is a game where we should have gone on and beaten this team, and we were slow. With 5 minutes to go, we're just passing the ball slowly, lethargically passing it. We lost our impetus slightly when we lost Lukaku, and first and foremost, above the result, but above anything, let's hope that he's well and he gets back to us soon, because it's always...
He took a nasty clash head. He looked like he was clean out, didn't he? Unconscious. He's obviously going to be missing for a while. Zlatan's obviously not fit. We've got a problem at number 9. Rashford played up there today. Didn't look his confidence was low.
Is Martial that man? I mean, he looks like the best option for that role. I think Rashford probably needs to be sent on holiday for a few weeks. He's looked lethargic, and he looks like slightly petulant, and that might come from the tiredness that he's suffering. So, I'm not one to criticise Rashford, because I think he's going to be a real genius. And I think when it comes to young players, they dip in and out of form, and that's just a normal thing. But right now, our form player is Martial. He's probably the one who's going to fill that role up front, whilst Lukaku's out. And let's hope that he's not out for too long. It's a clash of heads. At worst, you're probably talking 2-3 weeks. At best, not the Everton match, but maybe Derby, maybe the one after that. That's what we've got to hope for. But
I want to touch on, you say, they just got battered by Tottenham. And I tweeted during the week, they get battered by Tottenham. I bet they come in and give us a difficult game. What is it with us at the minute? Why other teams can just absolutely kill these teams, batter them, and we've got nothing, no ideas.
Well, they've got Harry Kane. That's one thing. Top goal scorer of the calendar year, which is a new made-up stat, which is quite popular to talk about at the moment. But he's a phenomenal striker, Harry Kane. So maybe that we lost our striker. If you look at the quality of what was happening, I mean, Mkhitaryan for me was so bad. He's been brought back into the team again. He's been given another chance, and he was just so poor. In every way, Mkhitaryan was poor. I think when he was subbed off, there was a big cheer. And I think the cheer was that we're replacing him. Not necessarily, we weren't cheering him, we weren't cheering...
It's the fact that he's actually coming off and someone else can come on, be it Martial as well.
It was awful. Martial got a big cheer when he came on, but that was a separate cheer. The big cheer was, let's get him off.
Is he done?
It'd be a bigger cheer when he gets sold.
I think,
Is he done?
I think he's done.
In January?
So many people have said players are done so many times. Smalling was done when he got sent off against City, and he came back and he made a triumphant return. So maybe it's too soon. If he stays and he does a really good job, brilliant. I'm happy to prove him wrong. But for me right now, I don't think he's a player we need. There are number 10s out there. I was talking on the way up here, and the players that we were looking at were Dybala, Ozil, and Griezmann. They were the 3 that we thought could be the ones. We all agreed Ozil was the bottom of the choices of those 3. One of the other 2 would be absolutely brilliant. But
it might sound crazy though, and yes, we are Man United and we can always attract players, but those players you just mentioned there, like the cream of the crop, can you see them actually looking at it thinking, why am I going to go there? Look at the football they're playing, or look at the position they're in. Can you see some of the top players maybe starting to actually look at it now and think, nah.
Through my red-tinted glass, it's hard to say that I wouldn't want to be here. And any player should want to be in front of this crowd, in this stadium, playing against the teams that we're playing against, looking to overturn City. They've got a challenge now. The challenge is to overturn City. It won't be this season, but it'll be next season. And we want to attract the very best in the world, and players like that are what we need to make that happen.
Can you see Jose starting to throw his toys out the pram if he doesn't get the signings he wants, if he doesn't get the targets he wants? Can you see him maybe walk in, maybe putting more spanners in the works? You know what Jose's like when he doesn't get his way, and he's been doing it in his press conferences. He's been having little niggly shots at this, that and the other because he's frustrated.
I think it's mind games. Jose is still the only available manager that is good for us. There's no one better out there, and if someone could suggest a better one, I'm open to hearing it, but I don't think there is a better option for us. Guardiola is doing phenomenal work where he is. But right now we've got the best possible person who can do the job that we want. We can't have a short-term memory. Last season we won Europa League, we won the League Cup, 2 trophies in his first season. This season won't be as successful because we're at the League Cup. We could probably win the FA Cup. I doubt we'll win the Champions League, but we can go a bit further in it.
I mean, look how we're performing now. Surely you look at the Champions League playing against the top teams in Europe, the way we're playing now, with the brand of football we're playing at the minute, not a chance.
It's a long way away. We don't play until, I think, 21st February is the game. That's away.
Away to Sevilla.
I don't know whether the home game comes first. No, home games.
No, we're away first.
Yeah. So it's a long way off. We've got a lot of time to turn that around. So it's too hard to say that we can't perform in that competition. It's too far to say that we won't perform against Everton midweek. Monday. We can come back. We will come back. We're a great side. We were second until the end of today. So I mean, we need to sort ourselves out, and it's good that another game comes soon so that we can have a chance to actually get back and beat Everton, who also lost today. Everton aren't in the best form. We need to get another win on our belt, under our belts, and let's see where we go from there.
Lastly, man of the match?
Ashley Young. For me, it was obvious. I think some of the other guys talked about some of the other defenders. Someone mentioned De Gea. Yeah. Ashley Young was the only one who offered real quality going forward from a right back position. He's playing in a way that means we don't miss De Gea. Sorry, not De Gea, sorry. Valencia so much. Valencia is obviously phenomenal. Shaw has been a player that people have talked about. I don't think he was as good today. I think he made a few mistakes, whereas Young made no mistakes. He's probably the only good player.
Thanks for talking to us, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Cheers.